When you have to interview a mate, it can be pretty fast and loose, but things went up a notch when I spoke to Peter Dinklage.
How did I get so handsome? I do not know, Peter. You keep asking me this.
There's not many people who make me laugh like this. And he's not even a comedian. More than anyone I know, you feel like you have a brain of a comedian, and I know you are very good, extraordinary at other things as well, but have you ever been tempted to try stand-up?
That's a lot coming from my 12th favorite stand-up, Peter. Thank
12? You said it was
What?
15th. It was 15th a few years ago.
Yeah, you've gone up a little bit. Well, some comedians have passed away.
Yep, Hollywood superstar Peter Dinklage is as funny as he is talented.
With this weapon, there will be no human collateral damage. If I turn it on, the system couldn't even activate in here.
And while he did bring some laughs to his career-defining turn as Tyrion Lannister in Game of Thrones,
Oh, I just want to stand on top of the wall and piss off the edge of the world.
he brought a stack more to the set of I Love You Too, a film we made back in 2010.
You are, without a doubt, the worst boyfriend in the world.
Now we're catching up to chat about his new movie musical, Cyrano.
He's here.
Cyrano?
Cyrano.
But can somebody tell him that?
Let's talk about I Love You Too. We're plugging the re-release of the Blu-ray.
I Love You Too was heavily inspired by the story that you're doing now. So was that a warm-up for you?
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah, you were a rehearsal. That film is all leading up to that.
I gotta say, I watched this movie last night, mate. Congratulations, it is stunning. You are brilliant, as always. Your wife wrote the film, your wonderful wife, Erica.
Don't talk about my wife. Don't talk about my wife. How's your wife doing?
Well, the flirting that went on set of I Love You Too, I still haven't forgotten about, mate.
Well, you should talk to her about that still, Left it fresh. Yeah, I mean, we married beautiful, talented people, didn't we? Erica wrote this. She was commissioned to do this theatrical adaptation of Edmond Rostand's play that was written 120 years ago. And she had the brilliant idea of going, okay, what do I do with this? So she did the most risky move. She got rid of the nose. And then she contacted this band, The National, which is one of the greatest bands. And she had them replace the long monologues about love with love songs. And I thought that was just the most inspired idea.
I need something to die for, write poems and cry for.
You sing the song so beautifully, like you do have a Matt kind of sound from The National. How tricky was it not to be doing an impression of Matt?
Yeah, I mean, that was the trick. I think because Matt's voice is one of my favorite voices ever, next to yours, it's sort of, Have you ever heard Peter Hellier sing? His opera, his Turandot, it was sold out. I know it was sold out. It was hard to get into. This Madame Butterfly was, because he was actually in a butterfly costume. It was very literal, but it was, no, it was, the key was, I had to stop listening to Matt singing because we all do subconsciously imitations of our favorite singers. We all think we sound like Freddie Mercury in the shower. No one's ever gonna sound like Freddie. And in order to not feel so self-conscious, I had to just sort of make it my own and just hope for the best, jump off that cliff and not feel terribly embarrassed.
There is some swashbuckling in this film, and you nailed that as well. How many training sessions? How long does it take? Is it like dancing? Is it that kind of thing?
I brought in my own sword, got it done in about 5 minutes.
He's good.
That swashbuckling is my stage name, Swashbuckles. No, it's the stunt team. They just make you feel safe and make you look cool. It was a couple months of training. I got completely ripped at the gym. But yeah, no, they just make you look cool, and they don't mind getting hit in the head, but they make sure you don't get hit in the head. Because they're stunt guys. They're just like, they get hit in the head when they wake up in the morning,
Aside from the stunt crew, Cyrano's breakout star is Hayley Bennett, who plays the fair maiden, Roxanne.
My sole purpose on this earth is to love Roxanne.
The world will never accept someone like me and a tall, beautiful woman.
And lucky for Peter, this wasn't the first time they'd worked together.
Sometimes when you're doing a movie and you meet each other, and then you're kissing that day, and you have to act this sense of intimacy that you don't have yet. Like you and I Care a Lot.
Oh, no,
I was like, nice to meet you, Peter. The kissing scene, I didn't even read that in the script. What's happening? My shirt's off. Why? I didn't. So it's a strange, surreal thing, movie making, with all of that. But it was nice to have a friendship with Haley going into it.
You also have a friendship with one of your co-stars in the movie we made together, Brendan Cowell, who then appeared in Game of Thrones. I'm just wondering, when you passed my resume on to the producers, what was their feedback? Why didn't I get that call? I know you would have done your best.
I think they said too many Peters already. They had there's a lot of Peters over here in England, and there's a lot, and number one, Peter. Yeah, I thought you were better than Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was, not many people were watching it. It had very low ratings. You don't want to be in a dragon show. It just didn't. I feel like you are a more organic, sort of John Cassavetes type of actor.
Yeah. Well, you are the best, Peter Dinklage. I miss you so much. It's been lovely to have this even chat in front of cameras and being recorded. This is it.
That's it.
Yeah. That's it.
I love your jacket.
Thank you.
You've got a great jacket.
I love the little bit of the tuft of hair just peeping over the shirt too.
Is it too much?
No, it's perfect.
Is it?
It's perfect, mate.
Okay.
Very good.
He's so funny.
He's one of my favourite people in the world. And Cyrano hits cinemas this Thursday, February 24th. I love it. And no re-release of the I Love You 2 Blu-ray just yet.
Oh,
But,
really?
I'll keep you posted.
That was misleading.